Spy balloons in the age of satellites? What is their appeal now? Balloons are one of the oldest forms of surveillance technology. Napoleon Bonaparte's army in 1794 was the first to use spy balloons during the French Revolutionary Wars. They were also used in the 1860s, during the American Civil War, when men in hot air balloons, with binoculars, would try to gather information about Confederate activity further away. They sent signals back via Morse code or a piece of paper tied to a stone. Improved technology has increased their capabilities. Contemporary spy balloons are lightweight, filled with gas, usually helium gas, and attached to a spying equipment, such as long-range camera, suspended beneath a balloon. Other equipment attached to the balloon may include radar and solar panels. They can be launched from the ground and reach heights exceeding 60,000 feet, above the flight paths of commercial airlines, in an area known as near space. Once in the air, they steer and travel using a mixture of air currents and pressurized air pockets. The biggest advantage of spy balloons over satellites is that they can study an area over a longer period of time. Normally, 3 to 5 satellites are needed to track the same spot, unless a satellite is over the equator. But these balloons are relatively cheap and much easier to launch than a satellite. Experts believe spy balloons and other high-altitude aircraft will play a key role in the future of aerial reconnaissance, with the UK even investing millions in a project to develop spy balloons last year. Spy balloons can capture high-resolution images and video. They are cheaper and more discreet than satellites, making them popular for surveillance. The Chinese spy balloon, which entered U.S. airspace in January 2023, was of the size of 3 school buses, so large that civilians managed to take photos and videos of it from the ground. It was powered by 16 solar arrays mounted on the payload. The balloon was 200 feet tall, with a diameter of 148 feet, weighing around 910 kilograms. It was shot down when it was flying across the Atlantic Ocean. The United States retrieved the remains and is studying it. What data were the Chinese spy balloons collecting? What was it capable of? In addition to listening to communications and collecting signals intelligence, the balloon was seen flying over Malmstrom Air Force Base, where the United States stores some of its nuclear assets. Although some balloons have historically carried weapons, none of these balloons, discovered thus far, seem to have been armed. What are the other uses of these balloons? There could be hundreds or thousands of floating objects overhead at any given time. For instance, nearly 100 National Weather Service sites release balloons twice a day to measure things like temperature and humidity. These latex balloons, filled with either hydrogen or helium, do not remain airborne for long. They burst as a result of changes in pressure as they ascend. The attached instruments drift safely back down on parachutes. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about spy balloons and their potential applications.